All right, it's time. I think it's finally time that I talk to you about this light or this light. It's the same one. Basically, it all started when Govee came out with a light rope. They call it the Govee light rope, and 5 meters was like $100. Now, I personally worked with Govee before. I could have sent them an email and told them, hey, I want this light. Let me do a review and blah, blah, blah. But I didn't. Instead, I went on AliExpress to find an alternative, a cheaper alternative, which was half the price. But the question was it as good as the Govee one? We're going to do an unboxing. Okay, I'm not editing this video. We're gonna do an unboxing. This one is RGB IC and also does Wi-Fi, which I don't have this one connected. So this is also gonna be somewhat of a new experience for me. So let's open it up and you're gonna see that it has so many things inside of it actually. Instead of just the light and like the adapter, it comes with a whole lot of things. So you get the whole package. And when I bought mine, it was about $50. So it was half the price, but it also had every option included. So you have things to go in your wall to hold it in place, or you have M3 tapes to hold those little brackets. And you also have some screws that would go in there too. So here we have remote control plus Wi-Fi dongle plus manual buttons. It's pretty nice. And then you're going to have your little adapter, 12 volts, I believe, right there. Mine is European, so that's why it looks like that. I get a lot of comments about my my adapters. And then you'll have the light. That's it. You get a little manual. Come on. And there we have it. All right, let's open this up. The sweet, sweet taste of it. And as you can see, it looks like that. So when it comes to thickness, this is actually pretty thick, but not that thick at the same time. I'm holding it like that. You can see that this is silicone. The actual light is going to be either at the bottom here or on the side here. We have a side that's completely opaque. It has its own little connector that goes into the controller. Yeah, we should plug it in. First of all, boxes usually say things like, or the manuals usually say things like, do not plug it while it's in there. It's a risk. It might get heated, I guess. I'm a professional. Do not do this. But for demonstration purposes, let's do this. And of course, like the main advantage with a light like that is that you can shape it into any shape. I had to basically come up with this. I was like, maybe it's the most difficult thing actually when you get those lights is, okay, what shape do I want? I can't just do any shape. If I'm going to do like a neon sign type of stuff and I want it to be cut at certain parts, how do I do that? Blah, blah, blah. It gets quite complicated, but you have all the hardware to do pretty much whatever you want. I don't know how they operate if you have to cut them, and well, you shouldn't cut them. I don't think those were made for them to be cut. You plug that somewhere. So that's the adapter. We're going to go ahead and pull out the controller. So as I was saying, you can't see it, but etched in this top here, that's the power icon in M for mode, and then music, because there's a music mode that you can set it to. One of the biggest thing that I would say about this is that this is all the length you're getting, and then the controller is that long, just not much. So I don't know if you can see, but like over there, it goes there, and then it goes back, goes down the wall, and it's actually plugged in right there, right behind my Elgato sign, because it had to be plugged basically as close as possible to what it is because of the short cables. I don't know, a light like that is going to be high up on a wall, so of course you would want the cable to be way longer, but whatever. Hey, we get what we pay for, right? So we plug it in like so. I'm gonna plug it. I feel like I need a tripod or something like that so I can demonstrate better. Will it hold? All right, where is it? Ooh, and there we go. It's in music mode. That is so cool already. I don't think I need to completely get them off, but basically in order to really visualize them, I had to completely unfold them and put them on the floor just so I could see all the designs. I will probably be showing them on the one already on the wall, but yeah, so that's the music mode. And if you grab the remote, it is so short, but I'm going to press the music button again so we can see if there's other music modes. Testing. And you can see this is just flashing colors. Testing. On this snake, it would just look like it's advancing really fast. In that case, of course, it's not in the, you know, it's not in a long disposition so you can see. That again, also, it's going to look like it's just going fast across the whole thing, like it's doing on the wall. Testing, testing, testing. So nice. Testing. Boop, 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 boop. All right, we barely scratched the surface, and this is just the music mode. If we go to normal modes, I'm gonna press the M. Now we start seeing like rainbows. The camera is really not doing it justice, but let me see if I can fix that. Maybe a little bit better. In real life, they look a little bit better, but here's the big thing is that you can kind of see the individual hotspots, okay? Like in real life, you can see them. I'm really satisfied with the one that I already have on the wall because on camera, it's not that visible. And either way, since it's doing the snake, it's already pretty impressive. The light, that bar that you see here is a Govee light, and they are pretty good when it comes to diffusion. So I don't think that the light rope has this problem. I don't think that's an issue that you would have with the actual Govee $100, $129. I saw it today, but you still get a whole lot of effects, which is still impressive and still will look great both IRL and on camera, but especially on camera if you have them in the background and they're slightly out of focus. And there is a lot of them. But of course, that is just the main complaint that I have. That's it. We can kind of see the hotspots. We can see the individual points. They are very, very close to each other, but it's a shame that they don't blend in perfectly, right? I'm still pressing mode. We're still switching modes the whole time. They have this thing where they have multiple color schemes. For example, we're on like, I guess the pastel-ish, or like, how do I say it? Like slightly desaturate. We're in cyans. We're in pastel purple and also greenish, yellowish, instead of being on, you know, red, green, and blue. Here we have like full rainbow with red parts. It's a lot. It's a lot. Sometimes I'm looking for a specific one and I have to click for minutes before I can finally find it. And you'll see what I mean. Sometimes you get the same animation, but there's a specific type of color scheme that changes, which is really cool, to be fair, which I absolutely enjoy. I could spend the whole video just showing you every single effect. We're just in the, okay, now we have like some dark spots here. Now we have single colors with some dark spots. So this is going to look like how do I say this? Pulses. So a lot of the options is forwards, backwards, change color, forwards, backwards, change color, forwards, backwards. So if I press again, you're going to see those main colors, red, green, blue. And then we're going to have this yellowish, greenish. Then we're going to have the cyan or the light blue. And then we're going to have the pastel purple. This is white. To the eye, like it looks slightly blue to the eye, but my white balance is set in a way that it's going to look probably very blue here, which is funny because the light behind this on the shelf is actually cyan and this is supposed to be white. So if you're looking for color accuracy, especially for the white, you're not going to get it with this. It seems like we went through all of them, but I just know that's not true. I guess I just can't tell the difference between the first animations and this one. There we go. We have those pair of colors too, which is cool. So green and red, blue and green. So again, I'm pressing twice because it goes forwards. Boom, it goes backwards. Now we change color. See, so if you have a color scheme like I do, most likely you're gonna find your color scheme in there, which I love. I love so much. The one on the wall right now, also my color scheme, so cyan and purple, and it's just perfect. Then we get single colors with more animations and things like that. Forwards, backwards, we have the filling up animation, I would call it. Love this. This looks good just rolled up like that. I might keep it. This looks like a watermelon. That's pretty cool. You see forwards, backwards, or inverted, if you will. Now you see the color schemes changing. Like I said, amazing piece of hardware. Honestly, I love it. Even though it's not completely, again, to the eye, to the naked eye, it's it looks a little bit better than it does on camera right now. Of course, the exposure is super low on my camera, which is why it's really picking up those dark spots. But rest assured, my room looks more like this right now than it does when it's in the dark mode. Now we have single color for this, so I'm gonna go fast this time. We got that purple, we got a cyan, and then we got another type of, this is so cool. I might keep this out and just put it somewhere and just keep the effects going on. Maybe put it on random. I don't remember if there was a random mode. To be fair, I've never plugged it into my phone plugged it to my phone. I never connected it through Wi-Fi, so I don't know the names of the modes or anything. I've only pressed the button or used the remote. Remote that I should show you probably. I should show you though. There's a whole lot of things actually. So we have the remote. Let's go back to normal light. The remote right there. It has a little battery with a little bit of plastic covering the actual battery, so we can start using it now. I'm gonna pull that off, so it should be active now. Oh, that just scared the heck out of me. What happened? Beautiful pair of round lights. It's not working. Please tell me they sent a battery with it. Battery not included. I'll be right back. So remote control works when I point at the controller, at least. It's not super responsive. Oh, there you go. You need good contact. The controller actually has a little infrared emitter, and you have to make sure that this is visible. If you hide it behind something, it's not gonna work basically. And yeah, this whole circle here, it's kind of fake. It doesn't do anything. So you can't press or slide your finger on the circle to change color. It's purely aesthetic. You have 4 buttons, which are the speed, because you can control individual speed for individual effects. And then the mode, where you can go one up front or one back. Speed, if I go super fast, it's gonna blink to tell me, oh, this is max speed. See how it blinks? And then it just plays the animation in max speed. Nice. Something else that I don't dislike it because I just don't use it, is that if you try to slow it down, oh, I've been pressing the wrong button. If you really try to slow it down, so this speed is okay. You can see it's pretty smooth. No problem there. But as soon as you start hitting a specific type of speed, you will feel the increments. You will see that it's moving one by one. I don't know how to explain it. The animation is not smooth, basically, just because you can already see the hot spots, but because of that, you can see that it goes instead of. Am I making sense right now? There you go. Well, this one is meant to be like that, I guess. I just realized this is affecting the one on the wall too. I was like, why is this green? Shouldn't I be pointing this like that? Okay, go. On the wall, I have it 1 speed above what it's going to be when it's going to be visible, that it's not super smooth. And you can tell. Right? But the same effect, if I bump up the speed, let's say 2 increments. Okay, maybe let's say 3 increments. Then we're getting closer to something that is smooth, but it still needs to be basically pretty fast for it to be like very visible and feel smooth, which is not something that I necessarily like. As you can see now, it's smooth. Basically, you can't really tell that it's jagged when it comes to the animation. Still pretty cool. On the remote, you also have brightness. So here you're gonna have down. Here you're gonna have up. This is white. And as you can see, the white is very blue. So not very color accurate, at least not for the white. There are like basic things like timers in this row right there. So you can press it and then in 1 hour, it's going to shut itself down automatically. Could be cool. I've never used those things, especially since it's Wi-Fi. I probably just, ask Alexa to turn it off or things like that. And at the bottom, you have 4 different modes for the music. So if I set it on right now, we have this mode, testing 1, 2, 3, pressing the second mode. So this is full color, just pulsing. Third mode is, those little parts basically moving around, jiggling around. And then number 4 is sending 1 pulse per detecting of my voice, basically. So you can see it starting from the middle right now. So if you had this on the wall, it would be from the middle. I could probably show you. Testing, test, ta, 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 ta. So that's pretty cool. Let's go back to second mode. So you can see how it just jiggles around. Jiggle is probably not the right word. Back to second mode, full pulse, full color pulse. First mode, still from the middle also. So that's one thing you want to keep in mind when you're creating your design is, oh, okay, how the animation is going to look if you're going to use the music one at least. And some of the modes also start from the middle. Let me show you the accessories. So we have the little wall anchors, I believe, drywall anchors. I think those are called. I did not need to use those. In my opinion, pretty overkill. But if for some reason the M3 tape is not sticking, you got to do what you got to do. In my wall, I had to use one of the screws to hold one of them up because there's one that just wouldn't stick for some reason, or 2. I don't remember. And I'm going to show you the little plastic that it slides on. So here we are. So that's the little plastic, and it has a hole which is recessed for a screw. And they also provide you with the screws, of course. So you put that, and then you can pre-plan your design. I actually used pencils to create a grid on my wall so I can have everything perfectly aligned, just for this simple design. Basically, I wanted something symmetrical, and I believe I did pretty well. You get basically strips with a bunch of 3M tape. Okay, so each one of those can go on one of those little plastic parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this alone, and you get a whole lot of them. And finally, we have the tiny screws. And this is what it looks like with the screw inside of it. Okay, so if you don't want to use 3M tape, or if you own your apartment or your house, you can always use this. It's not going to move, but I've had luck for most of the 3M tape and it hasn't moved. I've had this up there for like a year, I believe, and it kept it. So I'm going to have one at each corner, I was going to say, but each curves basically. So top here, top there, up here, then finally one there and one to hold the little extremity. All right. I don't want to make a mess. I'm going to show you the bag again so you have an idea of how many are in there. But it's a lot. Like it's way more than you'll ever need. Let me see if the manual tells us how many exactly. It doesn't. Maybe the box. This thing is held on by like painter's tape. I'm asking too much of it. Yeah, the box doesn't say anything either. I keep on dropping everything. What is wrong with me? I made a bra reactive to my voice. Is that appropriate? It doesn't matter. They didn't send them to though. I paid them with my own money. So, all right, time to test the app for the first time. Is it Tuya? It's Tuya. It's a Tuya. So all you have to do is scan it with your smartphone. Pretty sure I already have that. Okay, kind of weird. It sends me to the Tuya website. When you click download, it sends you to the Play Store. Install. I already have it downloaded. But yeah, I don't remember why I bought 2. I think I wanted to replace this light thing here, but this is a Govee light and I love it, so I'm not gonna replace that. Okay, classic login. It's gonna take me a while to just remember. Oh, I can log in with Google. Allow Tuya Smart to send you notifications. Okay, I guess if it detects that my house is on fire or something. I'm gonna click add device and I'm gonna reopen the manual. It will request Bluetooth permission and also location. Then it will bring you to the main menu. This looks just like a Smart Life. Those are the same apps. Why are you making me download multiple then? Turn on the light bar. Press and hold the power button on the control box for 5 seconds. The light bar will appear in your app. Oh, it's blinking. So I click add and then I need to put my Wi-Fi password. Wi-Fi magic light belt being added. Light belt? Okay. Is that a weird translation of light strip? Magic light belt added successfully. Done. Wait, this whole time I could have been controlling the other one with Alexa. Oh my God. It's loading something. It's giving me a recommendation for options. Scenes are recommended for your new device. So there's scenes, turn off all lights, turn on the lights automatically. Doesn't matter. This is extremely slow so far. Okay, I got distracted. Immediately there's new module, main module new, update now. Jeez. Okay, we finally have access to everything. Film, dating. Those are just colors. Oh, the category is called quiet. I'm guessing those basically change color, but super slowly. Christmas Eve. Why is it blue? Okay, that makes no sense. Then we have active, romantic, colorful, dynamic, and dream. So romantic, fading in, colorful, just pulsing different colors, dynamic. Those kind of suck so far. Not gonna lie. It's another different pulse for dream. Then we have rainbow and flowing water. Rainbow. So it's basically the same effects that we saw. Can you kind of see on my computer? Flowing water. Yeah, we saw all of those. At the bottom, we can see some icons. We have light, music, and then creative, and then whatever the rest is. So we have those four. This one is called rhythm. This one is called roll. This one is energy and spectrum. Testing. Testing. Are those different than from the remote? I'm not sure. Then creative. And this is the cool part, which is something that Govee also has. You can create your own little snake. So you pick different segments and you give them colors. So of course, I'm going to do cyan. It's pretty cool. You just pick different parts and then you give them color and then you can preview. All right, so this is something that I created somehow. And then you can save scene. We're not gonna save that. But on top, you can also pick gradient. You can make it jump, you can make it breathe, you can make it flash. So here I can have a gradient between red and green. Preview. And it basically shifts from red to green. Jumps from red to green, breathe, then rainbow. And then there's something called stream. And this is where it moves basically from red to green. I don't know if you can really see that, but yeah. Anyways, that last icon at the bottom is where you can set your schedule. If you want this to turn on at a certain time in the day and all of that, that's pretty cool. Okay, how do I connect this to my Alexa? When you go on your profile, you're going to see third-party services and you can tap. And now you get to link it to your service. Okay, link successful. That was so easy. That was weirdly easy. You can now control the device through Amazon. Okay. And I just got a notification from the girl. And I also got an email. Alexa, turn off Wi-Fi magic light belt. Okay. We're going to have to change the name. We're going to have to change the name. That's pretty cool. I need to look up if I can have like different commands. That would be cool to be like, hey, set it to color. That's for sure. That's definitely, yeah, right? Like that's definitely like an option. The question is, can I switch scenes through voice commands? Either way, I'm probably just going to use the remote. I'm just slightly mad that I have to use the Tuya app, knowing well that my Smart Life app looks the exact same. I'm sure I can probably find it on the Smart Life app. If I do, I'll let you know in the comments. But that's pretty much it. That concludes those pretty cool lights. There will be affiliate links because yes, this channel is AliExpress affiliate. We're not just Amazon affiliate. So when I get cheap deals, when I get better deals, I'm super happy that I can share that with you and also potentially make, a tiny commission. So if you're interested in those lights, check out my link in the description. I will also put a link, also affiliate, to the Govee ones, so you can go and basically do your research and figure out if they might be a better solution. But remember that they're more than double the price. And that's it. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.